cream?
I think.
Ice cream.
I think.
Ice cream.
I think.
Yeah. Somebody's excited. Whoa. Yeah. Tutu's ice cream. Yeah. Then I'll just show you what I got. Some Coke, flour, cacao, some milk, cheese dibbles for the lunches, yogurt, lasagna. I think we're going to need 2 of these now for one dinner. Some carrots, bananas, this one, yeast, and the thing I actually drove to the city for, cheese for baking. And then Haley got these. Yeah. Hi and welcome. If you're new, my name is Lena. I'm a mom of 3, and on this YouTube channel I'm making a lot of food, and I'm vlogging our daily life, our trips, and a lot of mom stuff. So if you like that kind of content, stay tuned and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Well, now to today's video. Today I'm going to make a lot of lunch stuff. I'm going to make some sausage rolls with a lot of fibers, and then I'm going to make some pizza rolls and some bread. I don't know what it's called in English. We live in Denmark and English is not my first language, so excuse me. There's something I translate wrong. And I don't know what they are called. In Danish it's called gulerodsbrød, and it's the kind of bread with pumpkin seeds and sunflower seeds, and it's really moisty and soft, and I'll show you in this video. The first dough that I'm making here is the dough for the sausage rolls. A lot of times when I'm making dough, I don't have a recipe. I just put kind of the things in the bowl and go with the flow and see what's going to happen. So some of the things I don't have a recipe for, and the things that I have a recipe for I will link down in the comments section. As you can see, Haley is here to help me. She's my little helper. She is almost 3 years old and she loves to be in the kitchen with me baking. So a lot of the things that I'm making on this channel, you'll see Haley assisting. I will admit though, it can be very messy to have a toddler doing these things with you, but I don't know, it's kind of a mom-daughter time, bonding time, doing something together. This is baking enzymes, by the way. It is something that makes dough raise much better than just with the yeast. Do you often have your kids in the kitchen cooking with you or baking with you? Tell me in the comments what their favorite thing to make is. Something that all of my kids like doing is making their own pizza. Then I make the dough and then they put all the topping on it. I have Liam 10 years old and Freya 7 years old and Haley almost 3 years old, and it's something all of them can be doing. sometimes Haley have a little bit too much fun with the dough, as you can see here. Sometimes I make my own pizza sauce with garlic, oregano, maybe a little bit of onion powder, and sometimes I just buy the pre-made one. I think some of them are okay. A tip here is not to put too much sauce in the dough, because then you can't close it properly and all the topping and the cheese will just float out of it. We like to put ham in these, but you can just put whatever you want in them. That ended up being a lot of pizza rolls, but I have 3 kids, they eat a lot. I also try to make a lot of the same thing when I'm baking it, like triple the recipe or something like that, because then it will stretch for a longer time and I'm not using a lot of extra time doing the extra ones compared to if I had to make the dough from scratch again maybe a month later. I brush these with eggs. You can also brush them with some milk and or some water. That's totally up to you. In this case, I like the egg cuts. It gives a smooth and a little bit crunchy surface. Then I add some sesame seeds on the top, again totally optional. While the rolls are raising, I'm going to start on the next one. It's a dough for like a pizza snail or something like that. It's with pepperoni. And again, I'm using the baking enzymes. If you haven't tried it, you really should try it. It makes such a big difference. I'm never going to make any bread again without it. This flour is especially made for pizzas. I'm using this one, and then I'm just adding a little bit of all-purpose flour as well. And the first tray of rolls are done. Maybe they got a little bit too much. I kind of forgot to set the timer. Oops.
but become longer as time goes on. Like, I remember I had one old.
Compared to the rolls, these snails are much faster to make. I forgot to put cheese in them, so I just put it on top of them. I guess they are approved. Now I'm starting on the last thing that I'm going to bake today. This is the carrot bread with some sunflower seeds and some pumpkin seeds. This looks like a lot of seeds, but I'm also making a giant portion of this. I'm just letting the seeds soak for a little bit in the water. Now it's time to make the grated carrots. Now some of the pizza snails are done. I'm just multitasking a little bit here. And this is the dough for the carrot bread. I know you think I'm crazy when you see how I make this, but hold on. I have shaped the dough like kind of a bird nest, and then I'm adding the ingredients on top of it. Carrots, the seeds, and the eggs. I must say that somehow it looks terrifying, but in another way it looks kind of pretty with all the colors. Now I'm going to fold the dough from the sides in on top of itself. And now it's time to chop the dough. I know this is going to be really messy. You're doing it like this because you don't want it to be all mixed up. It's okay if not totally mixed up. It have to have a kind of a rustic look when it's done. This actually took quite some time and I was a little bit sore on my arms afterwards, I'll admit that. when you're placing the bread on the trays, you don't have to reshape it, just cut it out and place it on the dough. It's going to look rustic, and that's a part of the recipe. So this was all I had for you today, guys. If you have any feedback on my videos, I would love to know what I can do better to improve my videos and make them more interesting. And don't forget to subscribe. Say hello down in the comment. I would love to chat with you. See you again in the next one. Bye bye.